Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. A little change of scenery today. We're filming in my living room. I wanted to just have a casual sitting on the couch, natural lighting kind of vibe, so that's what we're going for today. Since we are a quarter of the way through the year, I thought I would do a Project Pan check-in today, share with you how it's been going. I've been using up some products. Project Pan is a challenge that I set out to do at the beginning of every year. I have 10 makeup products from my collection that I like to focus on using up. I love doing Project Pan. I think if you're somebody that loves makeup, you have a large collection of makeup and sometimes you find yourself overwhelmed by the amount of makeup that you have. Something like Project Pan can be a really fun way to engage more, to be more engaged with the makeup that you have, to learn a bit more about your preferences, your tastes. Sometimes you fall in love with a product all over again. Sometimes you end up really disliking a product the more that you use it. In that case, give yourself some grace, allow yourself to just toss that product aside. Life is too short to force yourself to use something up, something that doesn't bring you joy. So I wanted to kind of give you an update of how Project Pan has been going for me this year. And I'm also doing a little bit of makeup spring cleaning. I constantly edit my makeup collection. I've really been on a mission to streamline my makeup over the last couple of years. I no longer get satisfaction from having a lot of stuff. I would rather have less stuff, but really good stuff that makes me excited to put my makeup on every time I reach for it. So it's kind of been an ongoing mission for me. So today I'm going to let go of some makeup and I'll give you the reasons why. If you want to see the video that I did introducing my Project Pan for 2024, in which I go over every single product and why I chose it, I will point you in the direction of that. Today, I just want to show you the stuff that I've used up. So out of the 10 products that I have in my Project Pan this year, I have so far used up 3 of them. 2 of them are lipsticks, the Surratt Lipsliques. I have them in the shade Gamine and Paramour. I've had both of these for, I think Paramour I've had for 2 years, Gamine probably for 3. So it definitely took a long time for me to get through them. I absolutely love the Surratt Lipslique formula. I would absolutely repurchase these lipsticks, but I really need to use up some more stuff. This is my favorite kind of lipstick formula. It is really comfortable. It's sheer but buildable. It has a shine and it has no fragrance to it. It's really beautiful. I think if you like the Dior Addict lipsticks or the Chantecaille Lip Chics, the Surratt Lipsliques are very much along the same line. Really love these. Sad to see them go, but kind of happy at the same time because now I can move on to the next. Like I said, I definitely tend to hoard this type of lipstick formula, which is why it took me so long to use these up, because I always got distracted by something else. There is one lipstick in my Project Pan that is a very similar lipstick formula that I haven't used up yet, but it's on its way out. I have this much left. The Chantecaille Lip Chic in the shade Honeysuckle. This was a limited edition shade and it's such a good color. It's my perfect My Lips But Better color. I have a lot of these types of lipstick formulas. I would like to make my way through a lot of them. A lot of shades are so similar, and I want to just narrow things down and not have so many. Because the more lipsticks I accumulate, the less likely I am to use up a lipstick, and the more likely I am to just have them go bad in my drawers, and then I end up decluttering them because they don't smell good, they've gone bad, and then that's money down the drain. The other Project Pan item that I used up is the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Lurex eyeshadow in the shade Emily. It's a beautiful glittery liquid shadow. It's a taupe color and it's a beautiful shadow topper. I haven't repurchased it yet. I kind of fall in and out of love with glitter shadows, and at the moment I haven't been reaching for glitters all that much, but when I get back in a glitter shadow mood, if I don't find anything else that I love even more, I am probably going to repurchase this because I did really, really enjoy it. One of my Project Pan items went bad, so I was not able to finish this because it started smelling horrendous and it just wasn't performing well anymore. It was splitting a lot on my face, and it was just the old Armani Power Fabric Concealer. This was another lesson for me. This product has been reformulated. So this is the old formula of Armani Power Fabric Concealer. And when the old formula was getting discontinued, since I love this formula, this was about 2 years ago now, I went crazy and I bought like 3 or 4 backups because it was on sale. It was 40% off on the Armani website. So I pounced, I bought all these backups and, you know, I made my way through them. This was the last backup that I had. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put it in my Project Pan, but it went bad before I had the chance to use it up. And it's just a lesson for me not to hoard backups. Anytime I've ever hoarded backups of a product because it was getting discontinued, I very rarely ended up using up all the backups, or by the time I used up my last backup, I had already found other products that do the same thing that I liked even more. You don't need to hoard backups unless it's a product that you know you go through multiples of that particular product in a single year. Then okay, if you see it on sale for 40% off, it might be worth getting a backup, but I don't know. If I personally always am curious about innovation in the space, I'm curious about trying new stuff, so chances are there will be something new that catches my attention, that steals my heart, and that will replace the old discontinued fave. So that leaves us with 5 things that I'm still working through this year. The Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. I've got maybe a quarter of the jar left to go through. This is such a beautiful foundation and I'm still trucking along with it. The Sisley HD powder. This is like the gift that keeps on giving. This has been in my Project Pan for 2 years now and I've hit pan on it. As you can see, it's still going. I have an interesting relationship with this powder. Sometimes I really, really love it. Other times I'm so indifferent, and right now I'm in an indifferent phase. The Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Skin Enhancer. This is such an amazing product. Still making my way through it. I've got a significant pan in here, and this is likely going to be used up this year. The Westman Atelier Face Trace Stick in Biscuit. This has a lot of product. In retrospect, I should have just gotten the baby version of it because I don't really contour that much anymore. So I still have a lot. I don't know if I'm going to use this up this year, if I'm honest. What I've been liking is mixing it with my other Project Pan item, the Finding Ferdinand blush in the shade Latte. This was from the Summer Abroad collection with Khaki. I really like mixing these together. So I just make a little concoction on the back of my hand. I mix a little bit of the Westman Atelier Biscuit with a little bit of the Finding Ferdinand Latte shade. I mix it all up on the back of my hand and then dip my brush through there, and it's a really, really pretty concoction. The Finding Ferdinand blush, I love the color so much, but the formula is just way too dewy for me. Need to either powder it really well, or by mixing it with the Westman Atelier Biscuit, this is more of a satin finish product. I find that this kind of tones down the dewiness, so it makes the product more approachable for me, and it just ends up being this really cool no blush blush, kind of like a pinky, soft pinky neutral taupe situation. So that's what I've been doing. These are the last 5 products standing in my Project Pan, and I just keep them together and I have them right at the top of my vanity next to my mirror. So when I'm getting ready in the morning, I'm reminded of the products that I'm trying to use up, and I don't use every single one of these products every single day, but I try to use at least one of them every time I get ready and wear my makeup. I try to incorporate one or more of these into my look every single day. So that concludes the little Project Pan update. Next, I wanted to share with you some of the makeup that I'm parting ways with in my little spring cleaning session. So the first victim in our makeup spring cleaning session is something that really pains me because this is a product that I really, really love, but unfortunately it dried out and it's just not performing well. And I knew this would happen because when I bought this, so many of you told me this would happen. Chanel Ombre Premier eyeshadow, cream eyeshadow in the shade Undertone is so dry. I was able to extend its life for a few months by mixing it with Inglot mixing medium. It just doesn't perform well when I do that. It makes it more metallic. It just kind of defeats the purpose, because the reason why I love this product so much is because it isn't a metallic champagne cream eyeshadow. It was just this really subtle, soft, refined sheen. This was the perfect one and done gleam on the eyes. I did make a significant dent in it. It really is one of my go-to shadows. I would repurchase it, but it's been out of stock on the Chanel website for a really long time, and all the colors in this formula, there's only 3 of them. They're all out of stock, so I'm hoping that maybe this will be reformulated. I know Chanel is re-releasing and updating the single powder eyeshadows. I think some of those are going to be relaunching in May. So I don't know, I'm hoping for an update in the formula. I'm hoping for a reformulation. Just look at this color. Is this not the most beautiful champagne you've ever seen? Another product that I love, but I just don't use it enough, and I want to pass it along to somebody that will enjoy and use it to the fullest, is the Chantecaille Sunbeam Cheek and Eye Shade in the color Ray. Now this is a highlighter. You can use this on the cheeks, you can use this as like a luminous bronzer topper, or you can use this as an eyeshadow. I really don't like most highlighters on my skin, especially powder highlighters. I'm not a big gleaming highlighter person. So when I use this, I usually use this as an eyeshadow, but I feel like if I gave this to somebody that was able to use it and enjoy it on cheeks and on the eyes, then it would be more loved, because on the eyes, I already have other eyeshadows that kind of do the same thing. While it's still good, I would rather pass this along to a friend that would use it in more ways and get more wear out of it, essentially. Same with this blush. This is the Armani Neo Nude blush in the shade Warm Coral. This is a really gorgeous blush. It's that perfect sun-kissed terracotta shade. This just doesn't look that good on me. I know when Alana Davison had her Nude Sticks collab with, and she came out with that Bacante blush, those tones look so pretty on her. Orange blush does not look good on me. So I'm going to pass this along to a friend that has tan skin, that has more golden undertones. I think these types of colors look really beautiful on her complexion. On my complexion, especially now that I really don't spend time in the sun anymore, and even if I'm fake tanning, I usually don't fake tan my face. I usually just kind of fake tan my body, and I try to kind of just apply more bronzer. I'm just not that into orangey shades on myself, so I'll be passing this along. Another product I am letting go of is the Jones Road Gel Bronzer in the shade Light. This survived my bronzer declutter that I did last year, but I've been trying to incorporate this in my routine, and I don't like the way this sits on top of my foundations. This performs the best if I'm doing a really minimal, barely there makeup. Like if I'm not doing any foundation, if I'm just doing a little bit of concealer and then I put this on. But I don't know, most of the time I like to wear a foundation or a skin tint or something all over the face. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if it feels like a chore, if it's not bringing me joy every time I use it, the product, I can let it go. You know what I mean? So I'll be letting this go. I can see if maybe my mom would be interested. This might be too light for her though, or maybe some of her friends, somebody that doesn't wear base makeup on a regular basis. If you don't wear foundation and you just want a little something to give you a sun-kissed glow, then I think this would be you're gonna be well suited for a product like this because it actually lasts a really long time once it sets. It's long wearing. The color is really pretty, but if you like a nice full face of makeup on a regular basis like I do. Next up, we have the Great Lip Product Declutter because, like I said, I do not want to be overwhelmed by my lipstick collection. So I've just been editing things as I go. The first thing is an empty. This is something that I actually used up, and it's a product that I really enjoy, the NARS Soft Matte Balm, I think it's called. The Soft Matte Tinted Lip Balm in the shade Brief Encounter. I really enjoyed it, but it's not something that I can't live without. So I don't see myself repurchasing it anytime soon because I have found other really comfortable matte lip formulas that I like even more, like the Merit matte lipsticks and the Prada soft matte lipsticks. Those are excellent, excellent lipsticks. So that's an empty. And then I have two lipsticks, again, matte lipsticks that unfortunately went bad before I could enjoy them to the fullest. The first is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, just the original OG Pillow Talk. I've had this for a long time. I fall in and out of love with this lipstick. It was really pretty. I know it's a cult classic, but again, it's not something that I can't live without. So it went bad, but I wouldn't repurchase. Next is the Tom Ford matte lipstick in the shade Flesh. Tom Ford lipsticks are notorious for going bad fast. I find that the matte lipsticks from Tom Ford last a little bit longer than the traditional satin lipsticks, but this was a color that it was an impulse purchase. I was influenced to buy this after seeing this in one of Andrea Ali's tutorials because it looked so good on her, and I struggled to make this shade work for me. It's just like, I don't know, it's a bit too light, a bit too warm, a bit too brown. So I never really made a big dent in it, unfortunately, and now it smells like rotten plastic. This Armani lip product went bad too, but I did get to use about half of it, so not too big of a waste, but man, this smells bad. This smells like, it almost smells like Elmer's glue. That sour glue note in there. This was the Maestro, the Lip Maestro Satin in shade 02. A really pretty, warm, peachy pink. I'm letting go of this Too Faced lip gloss, the Too Faced Lip Injection lip gloss in the shade On Blast. I love this color. Love this color so much. It is the perfect summer gloss shade, but I cannot stand the taste of these lip glosses. I don't mind the plumping. I like a plumping lip gloss. I don't mind the smell of it either. It's got like a synthetic kind of fruity scent, but look at this color. If any of you know of a gloss that is this color and is like sheer, because this isn't a very, it has some pigment to it, but it's a sheer, juicy coral. Let me know your favorites because I am on the lookout for a gloss of this color, but not with this flavor. I really, really can't stand the flavor. And the last thing I'm parting ways with is something that I recently received in PR from MAC, and I was so excited to get PR from MAC, first of all, because MAC is the brand that got me obsessed with makeup in the first place. And I like the formula of this product. I just don't think this color works for me. And it's the MAC Squirt Plumping Gloss Stick. So this is very similar to the YSL Candy Glaze or the Romand Glasting lip balms that I mentioned a couple favorites videos ago. Very similar. It gives you that shine, the high shine of a lip gloss in the convenience of a stick formula. And this is in the shade Stimulation. It's really pretty, it's glossy. It's almost like a soft taupey color. A taupey chocolate. I don't love a super cool toned taupey lip on me for some reason. So whenever I wear this, I just find that it makes me look a bit dead. And that's about it. That concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like this little change of scenery. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.